people need to replace their windows or patio doors, but they put it off because they think it'll be too expensive. Hi, I'm Ann Romer. I'm here with Michael Smith from Renewal by Anderson. You really work with the customers to find affordable solutions.
We do, Ann. We're the replacement window division of Anderson, one of the largest window manufacturers in North America. So we can usually offer our customers larger discounts and better financing than smaller companies.
Let me tell you about business.
Other window companies don't
It's a
offer
pleasure of the
the
coin.
same
The one that allows is the coin.
installation method.
Allow for
Our
God.
installers have installed thousands of windows. Our windows
They
are
don't want me to be
manufactured
coin. They don't want me.
precisely fit your specific
They,
window.
it's for the pleasure of the coin. You saw it there.
If you have any beautiful trim
That's what they tell to her in
we
England.
can install
The
your
pleasure of the
windows
coin.
without impacting that
She
trim.
knows she's not a
You
coin.
can get this with
She's a
full
man.
And you offer a free window and patio
Oh,
door diagnosis.
We do. We'll come to your home, assess your furniture, show you where you might be losing energy, and take measurements. Then we'll leave you with a replacement that's good for an entire year.
So,
My background is in home remodeling as a carpenter. I've seen every window.
Ah,
So now I just want to help homeowners make their homes more
She's
beautiful
not.
and comfortable with the right window.
and your patio doors are
They are. And they're engineered to easily open and close for years. And with multiple lock points on our patio doors, they provide even greater security.
That is so great to hear. Thank you.
It's Renewal by Anderson's 31-day sale, and this is now the final week. August 31st, buy one window or door and get the next one 40% off with a minimum of 4 units. Plus, save an extra $200 on your entire project. With
just
no
3 is enough, my love.
monthly payments and no interest for 1 year. Our 31-day sale ends August 31st, and this is now the final week. Call today for a
They
free
knew what it
quote.
was.
1-800-501-1400.
Look, I need lotion. I need to put the lotion here. Look, it's for them.
Anybody that thinks the IRA is going to disappear got another thing coming. Every citizen should be armed.
We are trying to stop gun violence in all of its forms.
My daughter didn't need to die. The price of freedom is Sunday night at 9 Eastern.
I just need to place that small. Oh, I'm going to.
I did what needed to be done. I don't need a big car. Whatever.
Charlie. Charlie. Slow it work. Viewers in the United States and around the world, brother in a situation where we are breaking. In our pop culture lead, we'll take the category TV game show turned into a soap opera for $1,000, please. Actress Mayim Bialik will be the first guest host of the weekday edition of Jeopardy. Sources familiar with the matter tell CNN that Bialik will host the episodes that are taped this week. Bialik originally was tapped to host Jeopardy's primetime specials following the death of beloved Jeopardy host Alex Trebek. The show's executive producer Mike Richards was named host of the Daily Show, but dropped out last week after revelations of sexist and anti-Semitic remarks that he made on his now defunct podcast. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and the TikTok, HA Tapper. Our coverage continues now with one Mr. Wolf Blitzer right next door in the Situation Room. I'll see you tomorrow. Welcome to our viewers here in the United States and around the world. I'm Wolf Blitzer in the Situation Room tonight. The Pentagon says it's pushing limits to try to complete the frantic evacuation from Afghanistan within the next 8 days.
the Taliban is now drawing a red line demanding all American forces must withdraw by the August 31st deadline.
She reduced it.
Has left the door open for extending the mission, but the
I went to
time is running out for that as well. The U.S. defense official tells CNN that if the administration wants U.S. troops to stay longer, it must make that decision by tomorrow. We're also following a huge first
I am
in the
winning
pandemic.
this.
The FDA now giving full and final
I am
approval
winning.
to Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine.
1400. They don't want me to move to that side. Okay.
To get their shots.
People are gangster of me. Yes.
Our correspondents, analysts, and other guests are all standing by as we cover these major stories first. Let's go to our Pentagon
They
correspondent.
said no press certificate. She said press certificate.
I know there are lives on the line.
Anytime I look for a place, people die.
Right now, and the clock is
So she's 1400
Well, tomorrow is
and
not
she
just
reduced
1 week
it.
until the end of the month, a self-imposed deadline to get out of Afghanistan. It is also a decision day, according to a defense official with familiar with the conflict.
She reduced it. So that's good.
The U.S. troop presence in Afghanistan, 5,800 troops there right
I'm
now,
winning.
assisting in the action.
She can make it $2 if she wants.
Want all of those out by the end of the month. That
Huh?
decision will have to be made tomorrow.
They are now gone. She reduced it. I win.
Kabul International Airport at the end of the month.
They
is
gave it
coming
to her.
quickly. The U.S. is trying to hit its self-imposed August 31st deadline to complete the evacuation from Afghanistan.
In the days remaining, we believe we have the wherewithal to get out the American citizens who want to leave Kabul.
Taliban warning there will be consequences if it takes any longer. A firefight at the airport Sunday that left one Afghan security member dead, underscoring the
She
tense
reduced
security
it.
situation as the U.S. tries to maximize the number of people it can fly out. The military flew more than 10,000 people out of Kabul in 24 hours, and another 5,000 on charters and other flights, a new record and a pace that must continue.
We are pushing the limits to do everything we can.
You know why I'm happy?
to get every single
Getting a place kills a lot of
out of
people.
Kabul.
In order to
The last time people didn't die, they don't want people to die. They're going to give me a place.
for only the third time, using
They
aircraft
want
from
one
commercial
bedroom.
carriers like United and American to move evacuees from
Okay.
the Middle East onwards. For now, though, the U.S.
I'm winning.
prioritizing getting
Why?
American citizens
You're going to
to
die.
several
I will not
thousand.
bless you. I'll curse you. If I get to stay somewhere like this again.
State Department official says there are
They
still
are crying that I'm
7,000 people
dancing. Yeah, you
Pentagon
reduce the money.
helicopters
When you do bad, I jump.
flew twice to pick up evacuees. Pentagon Press Secretary
She's
John
stepping on my bed.
and more.
Uh-huh.
On occasion, where there's a need and
Look at them. Don't focus.
to meet that need, our commanders on the ground are doing what they
Huh?
need to help Americans.
They are not happy that I'm happy.
For
Yeah.
now, the U.S. Embassy in Kabul
That means
signed
it was
contracts
tampered with.
with
She said it was 1400.
evacuees not to come
I'm
to
gonna
Europe
ask her.
until told.
I printed it all. You said it was 1400. You reduced it to
Fear
1000.
of a totalitarian Taliban regime is growing. The brother of an
She
Afghan
knows I'm
terrorist,
outside, so
these
she's
letters
ready.
from the Taliban, a court date for helping U.S.
I'll go
troops
check
kill
first.
his brother,
But she said it was 1400. So I can do my
his
part.
death sentence.
She's like, I'll go check. Yeah, I see what I find.
Not have the right to object, the third and final letter reads. You chose this path for
Come on,
yourself.
come on, let's print this.
Death is imminent, God willing. There are still some 13,000 people at the airport, more trying to get through every day. But a new terror threat from
Okay.
ISIS-K, offshoot of
And
ISIS,
now
was
running.
released,
Yeah.
forcing the U.S. to develop alternate routes to the airport for safety, even when there is so little time left. to
The
evacuate.
idea is
In the past 24 hours,
Don't be unjust. This one TV. Huh? They were doing like this. That she reduced it to 1400. Yeah, it's 1400. She said.
Pentagon Press, thank you. Let's go live.
So, but she's not a good person. That's why she's found as enemy. Yeah,
National correspondent Sam Kiley.
but it's always for me.
What are you seeing on the ground?
Nothing I say
Kabul airport?
is correct.
Well, we spent the day here on the flight
Did I
line.
jump? Yeah. When you gang stalk me, I jump.
Afghan refugees, evacuees, and indeed foreigners are being processed.
They want to eat me up now. Why?
A few days ago when they had a terrible
They're all gonna go
lockdown,
eat.
the numbers are
Yeah,
down to
everybody
about
went into
10,000.
that.
But the gates
I'm
to
happy.
checkpoints
Why
in
I'm
this
happy
entire
is
facility have been
I
closed down for more than
am
40
treated
hours.
badly for housing.
Is through a British
You also need housing.
moving people from there onto the main airport and then processing them is going to be extremely fraught. Now that there's been this new
They cut it. Gee,
The people
don't want me in a white neighborhood.
and its allies over the last 20 years will not be given
He's not blowing the world.
in the foreseeable future. That is going to be a crushing
Why?
blow to the
If
vast
the person will get,
already
oh,
pushing
I
up
might not get
against the
somewhere.
wall, pushing up against the fences, trying to get into the airport, desperate to flee Taliban rule.
If I don't get a place, it's against you.
Issuing statements saying we don't understand why everybody's running away. We want everybody to stay in their jobs. We want the people who run this country to stay here to help.
If I get a smaller place, it's against you.
Neighboring Pakistanis about helping to run this airport when the United States and its allies leave.
Why don't you stop tampering? That's all I would advise you. Don't tamper because that 1400, someone gave her that number. Who gave you her? You. Someone who knows. That only person that said give her 1400. Fun. It's not like that. Yeah. Someone said give her 1400. She told me 1400. So she told me 1400. Someone gave her 1400. I didn't give her 1400. That person wanted to save her ass. She is now sad. The person has a ring. Yes. Someone gave her 1400. Said that lady, maybe you saw a vision or you saw something. Say give her 1400 and be done with it. They keep tampering. You know. Someone gave her 1400. But she said no. After she spoke to me, it took her a long time. I'm going to tell forward. But she reduced the money from 1400 to 1040. I'm going to email forward. Why was the money reduced? I got another one. Someone gave her 1400. Yeah. Someone don't want me in the white neighborhood, so I'll go to the black neighborhood still. Then I'm jumping. That won't happen. That's what it is. Yeah. The white neighborhoods are very expensive.
Massive military, diplomatic, security, humanitarian undertaking.
Damn.
Tonight, with approval ratings dropping in chaos on the ground, showing no signs of vetting.
So, someone told her,
To extract thousands from Afghanistan.
His focus right now is on taking the steps and making the decisions that he feels are in the interest of our national security and the American people.
A critical moment in a foreign policy crisis that is testing the will of Biden's team. While officials make clear Americans broadly support Biden's withdrawal decision.
Certainly we understand that people are
someone
seeing
told her,
chaotic photos, but he continues to believe that this was a decision that only the commander-in-chief to make is able to make and one he had to make for our own long-term national security interests.
she reduced the money.
What has transpired the last 10 days are far less common, with only 25% of those surveyed approving his handling of Afghanistan, according to an NBC poll.
I might go to the north
The
side.
actual withdrawal has gone, quote, very bad, according to a CBS YouGov survey. Yet each day has brought significant new progress in scaling up the tumultuous evacuation of Americans and Afghan refugees.
All blacks are going to eat. Yeah.
Logistical, diplomatic, security, humanitarian undertaking. There is no other country in the world that could pull something like this off, bar none. Still, the White House...
Who gave a white person?
Why efforts were on
Told her 1400 so she can have enough. Yeah.
including many of the people said that doing so would trigger a complete crisis of confidence in the government. As it turns out, not taking out the evacuation didn't exactly save the effort.
3 years. Yeah. I was in college, 88. When I went to college, they started this program. Oh, 88. When I graduated from college, I should have been in America.
No one else. All sources say leaders from America's closest allies plan to press Biden to do just that and go further in a G7 meeting scheduled for
A
Tuesday.
town hall would be very good.
The president continues to consult with the prime minister and our other allies on how this evacuation should proceed from here, and he'll ultimately make the determination.
She is not very low.
Officials make clear they are in constant consultation with Taliban officials on the ground. Making clear they believe that will help ease the process.
They want to bring me low.
Are very clearly aware of that August 31st deadline.
Okay.
Withdrawal deadline. The U.S. military needs to know by tomorrow to get that process in motion. How does the president approach this decision when the Taliban says that the deadline is a red line, that all U.S. troops must be out, they say, by August 31st?
There is no way for President Biden to achieve the goals he has stated, which is to get all the Americans out who want to get
She's
out.
administrator. Okay. She's gone down in my eyes. I think they don't like her. Someone don't like my Shikiji. She knows who. Yeah. When they make you treat me badly, you're not lying. You're coming up. She was coming up in my eye. She doesn't want me to get a house. This is Kristen. She didn't put an amount. It's a different letter.
Well, it's all part of this strange lack of preparation. If you were going to do this, surely you knew.
Okay, she doesn't want me to get a house.
To be fair to them, America is a free country, Americans are free, they don't have to make sure when
Okay, let me get the other letter.
even in places like Afghanistan and Iraq, when they register with the consulate or the embassy or even the police, so there is a confusion here, but again, the most
Dang. I've been meeting all day. Why you say all the things you're saying? Well, because of that guy, she came up. She's holding his hand now. Oh, that's why he had to go eat. Oh. He said reduces. Okay. Don't do that, guys. It's just a house.
Publicly have expressed their disappointment that not necessarily that the U.S. and the NATO allies are completely
All of these were canceled out.
but the way in which the evacuation has unfolded.
He was part of it.
I think there will be a substantial amount of criticism. Look, you've already heard
He lets you play.
Roman politicians speak very, very well.
He lets you play. I win a lot.
And so I think they expect more in terms of consultation. Part of it for people like the Brits, for countries like the Brits, is they have people there themselves, and they're trying to figure out how to get everyone out. Again, I want to point out, there's a lot of progress that's been made, and we should all be rooting for more progress.
Biden.
This should not be a partisan issue. Everyone should want to get those Afghans out who have helped the coalition for 20 years. Let's just, things have moved in the right direction. They need to ramp up, and the deadline needs to be extended.
Good point, indeed, Fareed Zakari. Thank you very, very much. Just ahead, we're going to talk to a U.S. lawmaker who's just out of an intelligence briefing.
She came in for a 3-bedroom.
In Afghanistan, Congressman Jim Ryan is standing by live. We will discuss when we come.
At PNC Bank, we believe in the power of the watch out. The make way coming through. The storm alert. And the subtle but effective ding. That's why we created low cash mode, the financial watch out that gives you the options and time
It
needed.
does that. Okay. You are hurting your own subordinates. Jane. And I like that. Got the birth certificates. Yeah, I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed by this. So she was thinking 1,400. And she reduced it to one bedroom.
It's your future. So you don't lose sight of the big picture, even when you're focused on what's happening right now. Thinkorswim Trading is right there with you to help you become a smarter investor. With an innovative trading platform full of customizable tools, dedicated trade desk pros, and a passionate trader community sharing strategies right on the platform. Because we take trading as seriously as you do. Thinkorswim Trading from Team Ameritrade. Every customer has
Push it to the side. Yeah. This letter is not a nice letter. You can even put the amount there.
So when their windshield got a chip, they wanted it fixed fast. They drove to Safe Light Auto Glass for a guaranteed same-day in-shop repair. We repaired the chip before it could crack. And with their insurance, it was no cost to them. That service you can trust when you need it.
Okay. This is not nice for Mashikiji. This is not nice for her. Let me bring the other letter. She is shaking now. She reduced the amount. She put a birth certificate here, a requirement. She's carrying her father around. She doesn't want me in Richmond. Okay. So they expanded it to Carolina. Oh, she's now Oprah. Oh. Tamia did not survive this. And Tamia was still nice. She's not going to survive, yeah. Tamia was still very nice.
The choice is clear. Solutions are made in America with America's natural gas and oil. Life is full of unexpected surprises. For your first day of school. But other times, it helps knowing what to expect. At University of Phoenix, you can count on fixed, affordable tuition for your program. Learn more at phoenix.edu.
We're Carvana, the company who invented car vending machines and buying a car 100% online. Now we've created a brand new way for you to sell your car. Whether it's
Prince George County.
years old, you want to buy
Let's close up upstairs. Yeah.
Go to Carvana and enter your license plate, answer a few questions, and our techno wizardry calculates your car's value and gives you a real offer in seconds. When you're ready, we'll come to you, pay you on the spot, and pick up your car. That's it. So ditch the old way of selling your car. Live to the new way at Carvana.
Oh my, with Chase Freedom Unlimited, I earn all this cash back? Oh, I gotta tell everyone. Hey Rita, you can earn 3% on dining, including takeout.
Bon appetit.
Hey Tim, you earn 5% on trash prices with Chase. Hey Neil, you can earn 3% in drugstore. Buddy, I'm right here. Why you yelling? Because that's what I do. You always earn
Don't do that. They want Prince George. It's closer, yeah. You got Prince George, it's closer to DC.
Call for the free book and receive so much more. Call 1-800-831-3700.
Up on Capitol Hill, the House Intelligence Committee has just been briefed on the crisis in Afghanistan as the U.S. is, quote, pushing limits to evacuate Americans and their Afghan allies. The Democratic Congressman
intelligence community. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us. I know you just come from this briefing by the intelligence community. I know you can't get into classified information, but what can you tell us about what you're doing?
Well, Wolf, it's a real obligation that the Congress as a whole has to figure out what went wrong. And let me be clear about this, like President
Guys,
Trump,
don't mess with this guy.
to withdraw from
I stayed 2 years
I
here.
think President Biden gets credit for finally being the guy to do something that should have been done a long time ago, but it should never have gone down like this. And by the way, we're far from out of the woods yet. It is still a
She
very,
is
very
not.
dicey
She won't
situation.
survive.
So, naturally a narrative develops. Was it a military failure?
You can't.
Was it the
She
White
said it
House
was
failure?
1400.
Community failure?
He said she already
Right?
sent it to him. That she approved 1400 for
Which
me
is
already.
that I've been watching this
I said,
intelligence
okay, 1400 is good.
and our intelligence community has been appropriately pessimistic about what was going on in Afghanistan. I probably can't go a lot further than that, but they were pessimistic enough for me when I did town hall meetings with my constituents 3 or 4 weeks ago to say, hey, we've got to talk about this because this could be ugly. Now, what we don't know is if they sounded the alarm loudly enough. Were they constantly on the phone to the White House saying this could really go to our worst case scenario? And were they just not listened to, or did they not sound the alarm? That's something that is at the core of oversight, but we obviously have an outcome here that nobody would have preferred. And though I like the White House message that they're doing what no other country can be doing right now, I wish they would drop that point because we're not done yet. Yes, the withdrawal, since the early moments of total chaos has been going relatively well. But we
He's
are
just
so
captain.
far from being done that right now, rather than sort of, chest pounding about how the United States is the only country that could pull this off, we need to make sure that this gets done so that every American citizen and every Afghan who otherwise would be at risk by the Taliban is brought to safety. Only then do we pat ourselves on the back.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. What is impressive, and I'm sure you agree, is that what nearly 40,000 people have been evacuated. Several thousand U.S. citizens, but a lot more Afghans, including so many of the Afghan allies, a lot of third country individuals, people have been getting out, but there's still thousands and thousands of Americans and others, including Afghan allies, who desperately need to get out. And the U.S. military, as you know, Congressman, needs to make a decision, and the president has to make a decision by tomorrow if he wants to meet the August 31st withdrawal deadline. Should the U.S. stay longer to make sure no one is left behind in this evacuation, even if it means risking Taliban reprisals?
Wolf, I can only speak for this congressman, and I will tell you that I subscribe to the military ethic of we leave no one behind. And I think it's essential that we leave no one behind. This will not be the last time the United States is involved in operations abroad, and we cannot have the legacy be that if you stand with us, if you put your life at risk, we won't do everything possible to make sure that you are brought to safety. So I don't even want to hear about August 31. And look, this is not about getting into a fight with the Taliban. That is also not an option. People don't realize how very dangerous the situation is on the ground. This is not happening in Philadelphia, right? This is happening in the most dangerous spot on the planet right now. So if we need more time, what we need to do is we need to make it very clear to the Taliban that that is the case. It's also in the Taliban's interest not to get into a shooting war with the United States. We would respond in force. They've had one hell of a win these last couple of weeks. I don't think they want to damage that. So if it requires negotiations,
Okay.
it requires understanding that we are there until every last person who worked for us is lifted to safety. That's what we need to do.
Do you think any of the president's advisors, whether military, intelligence, political, White House officials, others, should resign over some of these blunders that occurred?
Well, I'm not prepared to say that now because I've only just begun to sort of think about what went wrong. And frankly, again, everybody in this building, I think, is pretty focused on making sure, not necessarily to figure out tomorrow what went wrong, but making sure that tomorrow is another 10 or 20,000 people lifted to safety. So the time will come for accountability.
What you
But I
doing
can
to
tell
them?
you, Wolf, I've been to Afghanistan a bunch of times, and this was not a mistake that was made in the last 2 weeks. Arguably, there were mistakes made 4 months ago when it was pretty clear that the Taliban was on the
Why did they do opposite what I do?
But look,
They
there were
cannot
mistakes
end me.
made for 20 years. Every time I went to Afghanistan, I was told by people with lots of stars on their shoulders that we were just about to
Tell me I did not survive one bedroom.
keep it up, keep it up. And,
She did not survive one
in the
bedroom.
last 2 weeks that was a mirage, that there was nothing.
The hot pads.
And so, again, there will be a moment
I
for,
pity her.
retrospection and accountability, and that's going to be a critical moment because the temptation to try to do something like we tried to do for the last 20 years in Afghanistan, it will come up again.
You're absolutely right. for that down the road. Right now, the time is urgently needed to get these people out of there as quickly as possible.
Tamia, talk to her.
Coming up,
Make it 2 bedrooms because it's the amount.
fully approved by the FDA. Will that prompt more Americans to go get their shot?
Ever wanted the sensation like you're floating on air? You can with Skechers' new Glide Step footwear. Feels like you're floating as our Aero Comfort outsoles give you a pillowy soft landing that propels you forward. Plus, they have Skechers' exclusive air-cooled memory foam. Try Skechers' new Glide Step.
When you're entertaining, you want to put out the best. Snacks that taste great and come straight from the earth. And last time I checked, pretzels don't grow on trees. Just saying. Planters, another month.
I wanna buy an outfit or two and get that cash back too. 'Cause I want what I want from all my favorite stores. Cash back so crazy. I love my big fat chick baby.
Family fitter,
I couldn't get a car.
bath fitter. Style fitter, bath fitter. You fitter, bath fitter. We install beautiful tubs that fit perfectly over your old one with no mess or demo. Get the bath
I
you
can do
want
it
every
before.
day with quality that lasts a lifetime.
Someone wants to give their homes.
Bath fitter. Bath fitter is hiring installers. We're a growing company with a strong culture and great
Yeah,
benefits.
I'll take it.
You fit at joinbathfitter.com.
This is why you want farmers planting.
I'll take this.
Premium will go up just because of this.
Wow, that's something.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmers Policy Perks. Get a quote today. We are farmers.
4 bed, 2 by 450.
I wanna see the sun.
It's where is this? Harrisonburg.
I look for the Well Health Safety Seal wherever I go.
It means health and safety measures have met rigorous scientific standards.
So look for the Well Seal.
Look for the Well Health Safety Seal outside and feel more
But the heat
confident
might go
going
down.
inside.
Stand up if you
I don't know.
first-generation college student. Stand up if you're a mother. If you are actively deployed, a veteran, or you're in a military family, please stand. The world in which we live equally distributes talent, but it doesn't equally distribute opportunity. And paths are not always the same. I will tell you this, Southern New Hampshire University can change the whole trajectory of your life.
Got bugs in your house? Get Bioselective Zero. Deadly bugs. Safe to use around people and pets. Bioselective Zero.
Oh,
Now at Walmart, Target, and Home Depot.
Anybody who thinks the NRA is going to disappear got another thing coming. Every citizen should be armed.
We are trying to stop gun violence in all of its forms.
My daughter didn't need to die. The price of food Sunday night at 9 Street.
Also, Miss Gaskell, Virginia Wool, tuna fish salad, on two. On two, ready? All start, offense, on your board, man, is another requirement.
it's a home. They don't give us nice.
Every Sunday afternoon with NFL Sunday Ticket. Every live game every Sunday only on DirecTV.
It's getting back home.
What is this place we call home? Home is the movement. Then another. Creating a solid shelter. Home devoid of love invites the devil.
We've inherited a house. Chapel Inn.
Tend to your home. In every home. Yes.
I'll start shaking again.
Add Epix with DirecTV for $5.99 per month.
I'm Ryan Nobles on Capitol Hill, and this is CNN.
Tonight, the Biden administration and health experts are hoping that the pace of U.S. COVID vaccinations will pick up now that the FDA has granted full approval to the Pfizer vaccine. CNN's Nick Watt has the latest.
About 82 million Americans are eligible but have not yet gotten the vaccine. Some were waiting for this, not just emergency authorization, but full FDA.
The moment you've been waiting for is here. It's time for you to go get your vaccination. Get it today. Today.
The president also made a plea for more vaccine mandates.
If you're a business leader, a nonprofit leader,
They do me yeah, but I jump. Yeah, when you sin intentionally after I've preached, okay, let me write it. When you intentionally go against what I've preached about, I jump.
In Miami, defying the anti-mask governor, schools reopened in Florida's largest district with a mask mandate.
If there's a consequence, put it on me. If there's a price to be paid, put it on me.
The feds are also ready to fight anti-mask local legislators.
We are prepared to launch investigation with our Office for Civil Rights to ensure that all students have access to this fundamental right of education.
There are schools in the South that have opened, then closed again, or put kids in quarantine.
I think this is a harbinger of the challenges that we're going to face nationally as schools reopen. The schools could become focal points of community transmission.
The U.S. is now averaging nearly 150,000 cases a day, and once again averaging over 1,000 COVID-related deaths a day. That toll is up over 50% in just a week. Vaccines, there were just 3 days in a row with more than 1 million shots in ours. We haven't seen that since mid-June.
Especially the Delta variant. Getting that protection is more important than ever.
Mississippi has among the lowest vaccination rates in the country. Officials there say more and more people are taking a livestock anti-parasitic instead. White lie that it fights COVID-19.
When
The
you
FDA
go
tweeted,
against
"You are not a horse. You are not a cow. Seriously, y'all.
against my wishes.
Now, with that full approval, Pfizer
Wishes
has
are my
now
pleasure.
market advertised its vaccine, and the company's spokesperson
You're bad.
told us that with that, they hope increased confidence in the vaccine.
They don't
Cool.
want
All right, thanks very much. I hope they do. Nick Watt, appreciate it. Let's discuss with the former CDC Director, Dr. Tom Frieden. Dr. Frieden, thank you so much for
You
joining us. How
for
significant is this full FDA approval of the Pfizer coronavirus vaccine?
It's an important step, Wolf, because it makes mandates easier and will address concerns of some of the people who have been on the fence about getting vaccinated. If you were worried that this was an
wanna
emergency
go to
approval,
school.
well, now it's a full approval, and that should give even more confidence. The fact is, these vaccines are remarkably effective and remarkably safe, and that's why this full approval makes perfect sense.
Should we expect the Moderna and the Johnson & Johnson vaccines to be fully approved by the FDA in the very near future as well? Where do those efforts stand?
I hope that the Moderna vaccine will be fully approved in the coming weeks or months. Remember, it was approved a little later for emergency use, so there's a little less experience with it, and it takes 6 months of accruing
They
experience,
cannot
and
go
the
away.
company needs to get the paperwork done to make that happen. In terms of Johnson & Johnson, because fewer people have gotten vaccinated, that might take a little longer. That's not because of any more concerns about the vaccine. It's just that it's been a very small proportion of all the U.S. patients, so there's less data. So
Yesterday, Dr. Frieden, there were more than 147,000 new COVID cases reported in the United States. It's back to the level we were seeing back in January. 2 months ago, there were 12,000 new cases a day. What's behind this very concerning trend that we're seeing unfold?
Well, I'm sorry to see my prediction appearing to come true. I predicted about a month ago that we would hit as many as 200,000 cases a day by early September, and it looks like we may be on track to do that, unless we see cases beginning to come down. And this is driven by Delta. And we're seeing this even in countries like Israel and the United Kingdom, where you have much higher vaccination rates than we have here.
What do they want? Walk around? Go to Maine?
And it's no picnic for the vaccinated.
Bottom line,
What do you
yourself
want?
vaccinated. If you're among the 82 million eligible Americans who have not gotten vaccinated, it's time to do it. As long as we need to do it right now. Former CDC Director Dr. Tom Frieden, thank you so much for joining us. Just ahead, a closer look at potentially very dangerous intelligence vacuum in Afghanistan right now, but the Taliban are in control.
Music is part of my everyday everything. I started singing on the subway and in the street corners, at Columbus Circle, down on Christopher Street, really anywhere. If I could just put one smile on one person's face, it's made my day. We buskers definitely rely on tourists. Tourists really stop and listen. Because of the pandemic. Last year's been non-existent as a live performer, so that's been really difficult. But I just took this last year to kind of get into myself so that I could be ready for now. Now we're opening back up, travel back.
I'm from Houston, Texas. New York's great. New York is back. Music is back. Thank you, guys.
This isn't dry food or wet food. It's not burnt brown pellets. It's real meat and veggies, developed with vets and delivered fresh to you. Visit tryfarmersdog.com.
I hope they like that furniture.
Personalized meal plan.
That'll be nice.
Life is full of unexpected surprises.
Where they take you to it?
First day of school, but other times it helps knowing what to expect. At University of Phoenix, you can count on fixed, affordable
This is
tuition for your
everything.
program. Learn more at phoenix.edu.
What do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur.
My father always wanted to make things perfect for us.
There are things about your father that you don't know.
The suspect has been identified as counterfeiter Don Vogel.
What happened? Just tell me the truth.
Andre think those kids. Daddy, rated R.
Hands up, who had a great summer.
It's an apartment.
What do we want for dinner?
Burgers! I want a wafer cookie! I want a bucket of chicken! I want a...
It's the easiest because it's the cheesiest. Kraft for the win-win.
Cinderella!
This is my chance. Dresses by Ella.
Cinderella, I will not have you embarrassing this household with your
Dream. I thought she was rather hard on her. I thought she could have gone harder.
Quiet.
I am your fabulous godmother.
Cinderella, rated PG.
Any way you can make them more comfortable?
No.
In select theaters and on Prime Video September 3rd.
Growing up in a little red house on the edge of a forest in Norway, there were three things my family encouraged: kindness, honesty, and hard work. Over time, I've come to
I don't go anywhere, so I can live in Harrisburg.
be curious about the world.
You know what I mean? I wanted to go to Prince George.
Go with an open heart, and you will find inspiration anew.
Viking. Exploring the world in comfort.
Welcome to Allstate, where everything just seems to go your way. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click or call for a lower auto rate today.
In this market, you'll find Fisher Investments is different than other money managers.
Different how? Don't you just ride the wave?
No, we actively manage client portfolios based on our forward-looking views of the market.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions, right?
No, we don't sell commission products.
Oh,
Obligated to act in our clients' best interests.
So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money?
Yep, we do better when our clients do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Tonight, CNN is learning that the U.S. is scrambling to fill a sudden intelligence vacuum in the wake of Afghanistan's fall to the Taliban. CNN's Brian Thomas details of how the U.S. is trying to make up for the sudden loss of
this is
vital
4 for
intelligence.
400,
This is a
which is good.
significant new development, very worrisome.
That's right, Wolf. You've got the convergence of two ominous developments on that front. The U.S. has just lost a lot of intelligence capability in Afghanistan with this withdrawal. At the same time that Al-Qaeda and ISIS affiliates are gaining strength there. We have new information tonight on the threat that all poses to the U.S. homeland. Tonight, U.S. intelligence and law enforcement agencies are expressing concerns about a potential long-term terror threat to the U.S.
Anyway,
homeland
I
amid the
remember.
fallout over the Taliban's victory in Afghanistan. And ISIS
I don't know
affiliates
again.
already posing a threat threat to U.S. personnel on the ground.
But is present in Afghanistan? Right now, our forces at the airport is a serious threat to ISIS, which we're trying to do. And, of course, there's the possibility that al-Qaeda could reconstitute an external plotting capability in Afghanistan.
There's particular concern tonight that
I'm
America's
not
intelligence
happy.
capabilities in Afghanistan have been dramatically
They're not
cut back in
happy.
recent weeks as U.S. military and intelligence
They
units
like me or
report,
happy.
especially
Correct.
human intelligence assets on the ground.
What we have
So
now
they
is
say
the
everywhere.
U.S. Embassy, and really with the devolution of the Afghan intelligence service, is that key human piece really dissolving.
Arizona is in which county?
U.S. officials briefed on the matter tell CNN the sudden collapse of Afghanistan's government has prompted U.S. intelligence agencies to move some resources to the region from elsewhere. CNN is told that in the longer term, there's concern that Afghanistan could spiral back into what it was before 9/11, a safe haven for terrorists to set up training camps again and to recruit.
It's just a matter of time before al-Qaeda rises again in Afghanistan, and the threat to the homeland is going through the roof.
As we approach the 20-year anniversary of 9/11 and the ramped-up tensions associated with that, officials and analysts say the Taliban's victory doesn't mean an attack on America's homeland on the scale of 9/11 is imminent. But with groups like al-Qaeda now re-energized,
What we're seeing is conditions that allow groups that would plan such an attack to reconstitute, to strengthen.
another security concern tonight regarding the Taliban's victory, the threat from domestic extremists inside the U.S. A U.S. law enforcement official telling CNN they've been surprised by the show of support for the Taliban in white supremacist and anti-government forums online. An example of how groups like the Taliban, al-Qaeda, and ISIS, once they have free territory, can inspire attacks anywhere.
This will be tremendously energizing for any kind of jihadi-minded person around the world.
I don't know.
Some will go to travel there to join the victorious.
Don't worry about it.
Some will
I
just
don't know.
computers.
Former Afghanistan CIA base chief Mark Palmeropoulos says another recent development that he's really concerned about is the Taliban's release of inmates from prisons all around Afghanistan. Many of them are already hardened terrorists, some of America's worst enemies, he says, who have only gotten more radical in prison.
Let me see.
Thank you very much, Brian Todd. Reporting, let's dig deeper right now with CNN counterterrorism.
What's VA-MSA? What's MSA?
Withdrawal of U.S. troops from Afghanistan clearly means the U.S. will have less intelligence on potential terrorist activity in that region. How much danger potentially does that intelligence vacuum pose?
Boy, there's two sides of this coin. The first side is the negative side. Look, if you want to collect intelligence, you've got to talk to the Afghan National Army. They're not there anymore. You've got to talk to the Afghan Intelligence Service. I talked to the Afghan Intelligence Chief years ago, and he was incredibly impressive. They're not there anymore. You got to talk to warlords, the people who control the regions of Afghanistan. That is going to be really difficult to do. And then think about if you collect the right intelligence. How do you respond? We used to be able to respond with airstrikes, with drones. We don't have that access in Afghanistan. It's certainly not coming from Iran. It's not coming from Pakistan. If you want it to come from Central Asia, you got to deal with Putin. So you're going out from, for example, an aircraft carrier. That is really tough, Wolf. So the collection and response to intelligence, really challenging. Let me just close quickly to say I still wouldn't want to be al-Qaeda. Our focus on the al-Qaeda target, our willingness to take lethal action, our cooperation with allies in places like Saudi Arabia is much greater. So it's going to be tough, Wolf, but I think if I'm an al-Qaeda seat, I would not take this for granted. It's going to be tough for them too.
Based on your experience in the CIA, Bill, just how much of a boost would you expect the Taliban's victory in Afghanistan to give other extremist groups?
That is a tough question. I'd say significant in terms of ideology. If you look at America as the head of the snake, which is how al-Qaeda would characterize it, al-Qaeda just beat the head of the snake, the same thing they would have said at 9/11. That said, they've got some challenges. I just mentioned a few. If we collect intelligence, we can act like we could not have in 2000. That is, we can use lethal force. We would not have done that in 2000. Also, think about the ISIS phenomenon. In Europe or the United States, you could go to Turkey and get to Syria to join or train ISIS. Boy, think about a kid in Europe or the United States trying to get to Afghanistan. Much more difficult. So I think it energizes people. People will try to go to Afghanistan and join the movement. But again, as I said earlier, this is a two-sided
My birth certificate should have been seen by anybody. She's with the rose on.
Prisoners
And they
have
had to
been
go.
freed in recent days.
She don't make them go.
Going to be doing next. Philma, thank you very, very much. Coming up, how a Democratic divide is putting President Biden's huge spending plan in jeopardy right now. We're learning what the House Speaker, Nancy Pelosi, just told her caucus staff.
It's a wish list on wheels. A choice that requires no explanation. It's where safe and daring seems intersect. It's understated, yet over-delivers. It's truly the Mercedes-Benz of sports savings. Visit your local Mercedes-Benz dealer today for exceptional lease and financing offers.
Unconventional thinking means we see things differently, so you can focus on what matters most. That's how we've become the leader in 5G, #1 in customer satisfaction, and a partner who includes 5G in every plan, so you get it all.
They don't want to do that.
Welcome to the back of your mind.
They all came together to do this and reduce it.
Where we learn how to eat with
She's too happy. Was it for the pleasure of the queen? Remember. Remember. The queen is a heart.
Sign up for new and lose the weight for good.
Remember.
When America faces tough challenges, we find strength from within. This recovery is going to take energy, and we've got a choice on how we get it. Import energy from unstable regions or responsibly produce natural gas and oil right here in America. Depend on foreign governments or protect our energy security.
For the pleasure of
jobs
marriage.
and maintain global competitiveness. The choice is clear.
Oh,
Solutions are
Maria.
made in America with America's natural gas and oil.
Don't do anything.
Invite knowledge in today.
I pity you.
Academy, a family-focused approach to tuition-free online public school, as it should be.
Every customer has their own safe light story. This couple loves camping adventures, and their SUV is always there with them. So when their windshield got a chip, they wanted it fixed fast. They drove to Safe Light Auto Glass for a guaranteed same-day in-shop repair. We repaired the chip before it could crack. And with their insurance, it was no cost to them.
I'm always sad when they miss it.
Service you can trust.
But I jump that I've preached about it.
At PNC Bank, we believe in the power of the watch out. The make way coming
I don't have a car.
break the storm
You've taken the car away.
and the subtle but effective ding. That's
Ding.
why we created low cash mode, the financial watch out that gives you
I know her. She's not over.
overdraft fees. It's one way we're making
Oh, she jumped, she was over.
how you handle overdraft should be in your control, not just your bank's. Low cash mode on virtual wallet from PNC Bank.
It's very sad. I want you all to so make it. You have no reason not to make it, Leviticus. They know. But what kills you is your greed. You want it all to yourself. Help me, Lord. Help me. That I'm bad. This one. This one. She didn't put bedroom, so that's a good thing. She only gave me the night. Oh, hi, Mary. So she didn't put bed. She just said one, oh, she put bedroom. So they want one bedroom. Okay. That means the White House. It's the only place I can get. It is sad that one. A diplomat is.
Congress are jeopardizing its
They cannot
passage.
behead
Let's go to our
me.
congressional correspondent, Ryan Noble.
Behead me from what?
What are you picking up?
What is behead?
Well, there's no doubt
Do me
that this
again.
attempt by the Biden administration
No, I know who I am.
major spending package, one bipartisan
The Bible says only her knows the name, guys. Only me know my name. That's in the Bible. They are gangster. I know my name. Yeah, I know who I am. The Bible says it. Only her knows her name. The rider on the horse. The one who rides the horses. That's why. Don't want me to call. They will leave that part now, yeah. Only the rider knows her name.
That the House Select Committee investigating the January 6th Capitol riot is planning to seek phone records.
Revelation.
Some members of Congress.
Okay, that's the Bible. Only me know. I don't know why it's only me.
Yeah, well, this is a pretty significant development that tells us that the
Yeah.
Select Committee investigating
Only me knows my name.
January 6th is starting
Oh, come on, guys. Stop trying my name. Stop saying I want to behead her. I want to. They will leave that part now. Yeah. She has eyes like blazing fire. I know who I am, guys. Is that what you want to take? No, you cannot take it.
We have quite an exhaustive list of people.
Okay, look at it. His eyes, that's Maureen's eyes, are like blazing fire. Don't try it, guys.
Individuals we plan to contact.
And this could begin the process for them to begin an investigation.
They want to put me down. I said, don't start with that mask. They're gangster. Only me know my name. Yeah. You know it, but you don't believe it. Only me believe. Royal always gets what she see what I write. I love her. She said, Mommy, you're the apocalyptic woman. So she told me, when she's done with me, she probably doesn't have the faith. You know, she told me. I'm trying to help you every day. Uh-huh. Maureen's eyes are like blazing fire. Come on. What that means, I don't understand that. They know what that means. Maureen's eyes. They know my name. I like blazing fire. And on her head are many crowns. Honey, she has a name.
She's okay. She's on the road.
Come on, guys. Don't do that. She has a name. Read it on her that no one knows but she, but herself. She, I cannot go. Why?
You wouldn't think this would happen, but it's
Why she changed? I was happy for her. Yeah.
devastation.
And now she changed back to them. Yeah. I know my name. You cannot steal that.
Probably 30 days at least.
Of those reported dead, 2 were 7-month-old twins. A family member says the rushing water swept the babies out of their father's arms.
It's been a huge impact for the small community. Town will wear these scars for many decades.
As the search continues, families tackle the question of how or even if they should rebuild. Not much to salvage in Maple's home.
That's when I called 911.
John Thornton losing his house and rental property.
Don't do it.
What to do next?
This outrage one scares me.
So curfew begins at 8 o'clock because local law enforcement says it's just too dark to see all the debris on the ground. They're also trying to prevent looters from going into people's homes and stealing. stealing their valuables. Wolf?
My heart goes out to the people. Nadia Romero on the scene for us. Thank you very, very much, and we'll have more news.
Don't do it.
There's no other snack like a Planters cashew. What else can go from your car's cup holder to a crystal bowl and seem equally at home? I guess the most well-rounded snack isn't round at all. It's more cashew shaped. Planters, another bun.
Only me should know it, but you should bless it.
For your first day at school.
I am the Elizabeth, I am the Mary. Come on. Can't you all do one? Can't you all be the Elizabeth and let me be the Mary? I am the Elizabeth, blessing the younger ones. I am the Mary. The older ones will back me now. Yeah. I was happy for my sheep and she changed. I was like, oh my God, she's doing well. Now she fell again.
Is mealtime a struggle? Introducing Ore-Ida Potato Pay, where Ore-Ida golden crinkles are your crispy currency to pay for bites.
I will no longer be in the wall, but they are in the wall and coming to you all the time.
Ore-Ida, win at mealtime. I had just left the house, and 10 minutes later, my alarm was flying off. Before I could do anything, I
It's behaving.
Jordan with Ring Alarm Monitoring, also the Fleet for Alert, bring help save my house from a break-in.
Learn more at Ready.com.
Feeling trapped by your expensive cell phone plan? Here's the key. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Keep your phone and number with the same great coverage as the big carriers. Escape to a no-contract
Johnson's here.
plan with top text and data. It's easy to connect with our award-winning customer support team. No sleight of hand is required.
Maureen, we are right now. We are far above. It's right here. You want to use rules? I'm not going to use
And here, which is why the scientific expertise that helps operating rooms stay clean now helps the places you go to. Look for the Ecolab Science Certified seal.
We put a lot of stress on our feet. It's no wonder they ache. Introducing ArchFit from Skechers. ArchFit distributes pressure across the arch, providing balance and support.
They don't
Make
want to
walking more
fool.
comfortable. The machine washable and available for men.
Far above all rules and
ArchFit,
authority.
new from Skechers.
Carvana's had a lot of firsts. 100% online car buying, car vending machines, and now putting you in control of your finances. At Carvana, get personalized terms, browse for cars that fit your budget, then customize your down payment and monthly payment. And these aren't made up numbers. It's what you'll really pay, right down to the penny. Whether you're shopping or just looking, it only takes a few seconds and it won't affect your credit score. Finally, a totally different way to finance your ride. Only from Carvana, the new way to buy a car.
Anybody that thinks the NRA is going to disappear has got another thing coming. Every citizen should be armed.
We are trying to stop gun violence in all of its forms.
My thought didn't dominate the price of freedom. Sunday night at 90s.
Oh. Authority.
A Virginia Green lawn starts in the fall. Go Virginia Green at virginiagreen.com.
I'm looking at everything that is there, not only in the present age. And that is why you take your time, don't gangster. We are above all rules. One we are above all authority, power, dominion, and every name. We are above you.
If you or a loved one were diagnosed with lung cancer, call 1-800-262-8080. I'm an attorney spokesperson.
The post-COVID-19 world of Fareed Zakaria, GP.
It's all here in the Bible. Ephesians.
Thanks for watching, Aaron. Burnett, our front starts.
Ephesians 1.
Out front next, breaking news. Several Biden advisors urging him not to keep troops past the August 31st deadline in Afghanistan, citing security concerns on the ground. This as warnings grow louder of a terror threat coming from Afghanistan. Plus, Mississippi's Poison Control Center inundated
7-month-old twins swept away by catastrophic flash floods in Tennessee. We're going to talk to a mother who, along with her 4-month-old, barely made it out of her flooded home alive. Let's go up front. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kate Baldwin, in for Aaron Burnett. Out front tonight, we do have breaking news. President Biden being urged by several advisors against keeping troops in Afghanistan past the August 31st deadline. Their reason, the deteriorating security situation on the ground. Meanwhile, the Pentagon needs the president to decide by tomorrow whether to extend the deadline in order to honor his promise of evacuating all Americans and Afghan allies. Also at this hour, top intel officials just wrapped up a briefing for the House Intelligence Committee on Afghanistan. This briefing coming as warnings grow louder and louder over the terror threat from Afghanistan. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan today addressed a possible ISIS attack on the Kabul airport after calling the threat real, acute,
I will
and
give them
persistent.
my even mine.
Our commanders on the ground have taken every step they can to prepare for such an attack. Our president has authorized every capability that those commanders have asked for to protect the airfield against such an attack.
Also tonight, intelligence officials tell CNN that the U.S. is now scrambling to fill the intelligence vacuum that exists now following the Taliban's rapid takeover of the country. And officials also saying the takeover has given a boost to terrorist and extremist groups. One former U.S. counterterrorism official telling CNN, quote, as we are approaching 9/11, for them to be able to reclaim Afghanistan, think about what that does for troops.
We just started.
As for the August
When it comes to
31st
house,
Taliban
the
warning
Lord
the White House
brings
that,
out
quote,
a
that
lot
deadline
of
is, quote,
warfare.
a red line, and that crossing it
When it comes to
leads
housing,
consequences.
Maureen's
Of
housing,
course, no one knows
when
no one
it
said
comes
what those consequences would be. One bit of positive news, though, the Pentagon revealing today that the
to
U.S.
Maureen
is
Royal and
making
Regas
progress.
housing.
So far, 37,000 people, including U.S. citizens and Afghan allies, have been evacuated out of Afghanistan since August 14th,
Maureen.
including 16,000 in the span of 24 hours. A vast
Royal.
improvement in what is some of the harshest conditions, and
Yeah,
so
even
far,
Maureen
thankfully,
Royal.
without a single American casualty. But as the administration knows all too well, the situation on the ground is very
Regas
fragile and could turn at
housing.
any moment. Caitlin Collins is out front for us at the White House tonight. Caitlin, how much pressure
You will
is President
solve
Biden
it
getting
greatly
around this deadline tonight?
I think that it's
if you try
a
to
hard
temper.
deadline, Kate, because it's something that the Pentagon needs to know what the decision is, because it takes a lot of time to move those thousands of U.S. troops that are on the ground right now out of there.
If
in
you
addition to their
attempt to,
equipment
if
and
you
their
attempt
weapons.
to
So that
temper,
is why
if
the
you temper,
military has advised the president that he has essentially until tomorrow to make a decision about whether or not he is going to extend that deadline to remove U.S. troops from Afghanistan by August 31st, which is, of course, where it is right now. And Kate, what we're told is that as of today, President Biden has not made a decision one way or another about what he's going to do, but of course he's going to have to make one in the next 24 hours. And it's a decision that we could find out as soon as tomorrow.
I cannot help you.
9:30 Eastern time on his schedule. He's got that.
I cannot help you more than this. I can only teach. There's only me that know my name. They will give it to me. I know who I am. I'm always sad at you. I'm like, oh, you just did that, oh, you just said that, oh. They ask Roya, she doesn't know. She will never tell you.
We know that officials are increasingly concerned about that chaotic situation happening outside the Kabul airport, and that it could be potentially ripe for a terrorist attack. They've been monitoring potential threats from ISIS-K and other organizations, and so
They will give it. He said they can give it.